Okay, this is a candle working. It's obviously a skull candle. Excuse my plate. I've lost all my red plates. They've just disappeared, but not to worry. It's only a plate. This is fine. It's perfect. So this will be a holy death spell, and I'm also asking for the help of King Paimon. I'm sure you. I don't know if any of you have heard of King Paimon. I've said in previous videos, King Paimon is a spirit of the Ars Goetia. I can always read from the book yet again, I'm sure. If anyone wants to uh, know a little bit more about him, he seems to be very popular. Uh, I get a lot of inquiries with regards to King Paimon, and sorry, I'm going to pause you. I get a lot of inquiries with regards to King Paimon and spells with regards to him. Just give us a second. I find it the info. Okay, got it. So King Paimon's, well, he's obviously a king. Metal gold, 10 of swords. The ninth spirit in this order is Paimon, a great king and very obedient unto Lucifer. He appears in the form of a man sitting upon a dromedary with the most glorious crown upon his head. Before him marched a host of spirits, like men with trumpets and cymbals and all other sorts of musical instruments. He has a great voice and roars at his first coming, and his speech is such that the magician will not be able to understand him unless compelled. He can teach all arts and sciences and other secret things. He can reveal to you what the earth is and what holds it up in the waters. Um, and what mind is, and where it is, or any other thing you may desire to know. He gives dignity and confirms the same. He binds or makes any man subject unto the magician if he so desire it. He gives good familiars who can teach all arts. He is to be observed towards the west. He is of all the order of the dominations. Um, he has under him 200 legions of spirits, and part of them or of the order of angels, and the other part of, I can never say this word, potentates. Now, if you call this spirit Paimon alone, you must make him some offering, and they will, excuse me, attend him two kings called Label, and Abalim, and also other spirits who are of the order of the potentes in his host, 25 legions, and those spirits who are subject unto them are not always with them unless the magician compels them. So again, I refer to S. Conley. I like S. Conley's style of writing. It's a Demolatry Goetia. So uh, looking at her, uh, what she has noted down. So she's saying, yes, again, he teaches all arts and sciences, etc. So her notes, author's notes, seek Paimon to understand alchemy, seek Paimon for creative pursuits or to design a plan of action. Paimon can also help in emotional understanding. Paimon is also very good at influencing the thoughts of others, as is Dantalion. But for this, I'm asking for the help of Paimon and Santissima Muerte. So Santa Muerte is my matron. I work heavily with Santa Muerte, and I have great faith in Santa Muerte. Uh, so that's why I've called both of them. And I also like the male and the female balance of energies. So this little skull candle, I have the target, her name is all over it, dates of birth, and on the forehead I have the client's name written so that his name is on her, on her mind. I did try to drill into this. Sometimes I do try to drill into these candles and put pictures, but please, if you do that, please be careful. Fire hazard, big time. But the candle's starting to fall apart, so I just picked a photograph of the. Always pick the photograph of the. I put the photograph of the client underneath the candle with a little petition. So what I'll do is, I've done this many times before, is I light the candle. I need to have quite a bit of incense going, because incense is what conceals me, if you know what I mean. So what I'll do is I'll turn this clockwise while stating, you will think of the client. you realize that the client is the guy for you. You miss him so much. You think of all the good times that you had. And I always do the whole head to make sure that the message comes across to the whole head. So I would say things like that. He's the one for you. Pick up the phone, make a call, see how he's doing, that sort of thing. And I do that for 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes each night. Also, I'll burn the candle a little bit, like I said, the 10 to 15 minutes each night. But also what I'll do is I take the photograph of the target, and I've said in a previous video about this, and what I do is I scry into the photograph of the person. In this case, it's a woman, and I scry into it, and I make a link. This is actually very difficult, like I said before in the previous video, this is very difficult to explain, but I make a link to her, and what I do is I will send suggestions about the client and about the guy that she's actually with at the minute, and I will say, that basically the client is the one for her, and it's time to move, make the move, lift the phone, make contact. He's the one that you want to be with. He's the one you truly love. So that's what I actually do. So, like I said, I light the candle. I'm going to light it now. It's been blessed, actually. That's important to know. You have to baptize these, otherwise they're just candles. So this has been baptized in her name. Sorry, I actually did forget something. I've got to put honey on it. Two things I've got to put. Just a tiny bit of honey to sweeten her. Not too much, because I find the candle doesn't light too well. Okay, and a little bit of church soil from a church. Important, not graveyard dirt. This is from a church. So when you get candles, it's important to, if you get them in a shop, it's important to clean them. You don't know what energy is around those candles. Okay, so that's us ready, and I've got some rose petals, confetti. I put eyebright over it. I put ginger over it. Ginger is to spark the interest again, along with cinnamon. Those two things rubbed together in your hand, and put over the skull candle is very good to get the sexual interest again. I've got my Come To Me oil, my Stay With Come To Me oil, Love Me oil, sorry, and what else have I got? Pheromone has gone on it. Just be very careful with anything with alcohol in it. I have Abracamino, which is road opener. What else? Cinnamon, honey. So yeah, and I have my incense, and I'll be doing this, like I said, every night, and I'll just light it. It's going to be a bit of a glare, so excuse that. So there we go, and I'll put her over here a minute. So that's what I'll do. I'll pass this over here a minute. Also, when I've finished, I have a little doll baby made, excuse me, with the woman's picture inside it, and it's being baptized also. So when I'm finished with that, I have these little boxes, and these little boxes have got herbs, powders, resins, whatever inside them, like that. And I'll put this little doll in here. Here goes a picture of the client, and I'll put pictures of him down the sides. So when I flip the box over, all she sees is him. And on top of that goes Holy Death on top of that, with the candle for Holy Death here. And then I make an offering to Paimon. Sorry. I don't actually have, I haven't actually done that yet, so I will be doing that after this video shuts down. I will be doing the seal, getting the seal ready for Paimon's spell. So it's basically, sometimes I do it freehand, sometimes I print it off the, download it off the internet, print it off, go over it in pen, and then I'll make him an offering, which is sometimes it's a fancy candle rolled in herbs and honey, or sometimes it's a glass of wine, etc. So that's what I'll do. So I need to get cracking here because I want to stay within my time frame. So I do have some cards that I looked at with regards to the situation. Let's see. So the center card, most important card here, is the ring, which is a card of commitment, a card of it's a card of commitment, a card of, it can even mean marriage, all those good things. So I'm seeing over here the fish card is sometimes a job related card. It can sometimes also mean money. And I'm seeing this ship. It looks to me like someone is going away with regards to a job, or they have to move because of a money issue. I'm more inclined to say job related. But yeah, that's the fish card and the ship together is something to do with money, is taking the person away. Or someone losing money in some sort of way. That's how I would read that. But that is a big issue as to what is going on. That I don't know if this resonates with you. Obviously, get back to me and let me know what you think. I'm thinking that she could be making a move to do with money, could be overseas to a different or even a different location to do with her work. I'm not sure if she travels to do with her job, or it could be she's lost some sort of money some way. But this is significant in her life at the minute. Also, over here it tells me that she wants to settle down. The anchor is a card of being stuck in one place. Like an anchor, it keeps the boat from moving, and that's what she wants, because the woman card is beside it, and that's her. She wants that in life. She wants to be married. The ring in the middle. She wants all that. But these cards on each side are the ones that lead up to the reason why, I'm explaining myself correctly. This card in the middle is the main card, which is the key card. Marriage, commitment, happiness, love, that is the card. So she wants to be settled down. She finds this important at this moment in time. She really wants that. By the look of these two cards, the woman and the anchor, that's her settling down. That's her wanting to be stable in one place. But to do with travel and these two cards, it's strange. Could this even be to do with you? Do you travel a lot to do with work? Because that could be the reason why things are a bit things went the way they do go. That could be the underlying reason. If you're going back and forward with work, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I don't recall. This is a big issue, so I'd be interested to know your feedback. Also, I did pull a few. These are oracle cards. They're a bit different from these. So the first one is frustration. I understand that. I'm sure you feel that way. And then we've got the ending, so it's telling us what we already know. Wisdom. Okay. Forgiveness. Good news. And communication. And happiness. So yeah, that's interesting. That's quite a decent reading. So, as I said, let me know, with regards to the reading, let me know if any of that just resonates with you. I'd be interested to know that. And like I said, I'll keep this this work, the candle work and the doll work, I'll keep that going, and we can see how we're getting on. But like I said, I'll do that for the 10 to 15 minutes each night. because I really think that over time these things really do have an impact. So yeah, and this lady, she will take care of things as well. I have a lot of faith in her, in the saint. So like I said, once I have King Paimon called, I will put the doll baby in the box. King Paimon's sigil will go in there as well, and I'll pop her on top of it with a light and a candle. So we can keep that going for as long as we can until we hear something. So please, please, please keep me informed. It goes for everyone that works with me. Please bear with me with regards to videos. Like I said, I do these videos for every person, and as you know, they're quite long, these videos. I don't like to do a 5-minute video. I just don't think I don't know, it just doesn't give enough information to people. And because these videos are so long, they take a long time to upload, and sometimes I have to edit them as well. So I'm editing, I'm uploading, and I'm processing it all to YouTube, and it takes quite a while. So anyway, that's for the client. And for everyone else, if you want to message me, it's perfectly fine. It's the email is thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, or you can send a message in the comment section, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So I bid you good night.